Okay. Okay, so real numbers are the set of all natural, whole, integers, rational, and irrational numbers, excluding, make sure you note that, excluding imaginary numbers. Imaginary numbers are not real numbers. So if it's an imaginary number, it is not real numbers. Real numbers are, the abbreviation is a capital R. All right, the next one we're going to talk about are whole numbers. Whole numbers are the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Whole numbers start at 0. So 0 is a whole number. It includes all the natural counting numbers. So all counting numbers are whole numbers, and whole numbers start with 0. The abbreviation is a capital W. Next time we're going to talk about our natural numbers. Natural numbers are also called counting numbers. The natural numbers are also called counting numbers. Counting numbers are the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. Counting numbers start at 1. 0 is not a counting number. 0 is a natural number. When you start counting things, you start counting at 1, and it goes to. So it includes all numbers used in counting things. So they're counting numbers. They're also natural numbers. The abbreviation is a capital N. All right. The next number we're going to talk about are integers. Integers you have been working with for a very long time. When you get to middle school, they will talk a lot about integers. They will be referring to numbers are integers. Integers are all the positive and negative whole numbers on the number line, including 0. So when somebody asks you, that tells you you're going to add and subtract integers, that means it's going to be a combination of positive whole numbers and negative whole numbers. Those are integers. Yes?
So integers are just all the whole numbers plus negative numbers?
Yes, and 0. 0 is an integer. 0 is not a natural number. It is not a counting number, but it is an integer. Okay, the next one we're going to talk about are rational numbers. Rational numbers. The abbreviation is a Q. Okay? Rational numbers are all positive and negative fractions, including integers and improper fractions. Okay? It is the set of all real numbers that can be written as a ratio of 2 integers, which means a fraction. A ratio of 2 integers means a fraction with a non-zero denominator. Rational numbers are all positive and negative numbers that include integers and improper fractions. Okay? The set of all real numbers that can be written as a ratio of 2 integers. The ratios of 2 integers is a fraction. You have a numerator and a denominator. Those are rational numbers, but the denominator cannot be 0. All right, now we have irrational numbers. Irrational numbers is the I, so this is where our I comes in. Okay, so instead of integers, integers is Z, because irrational numbers is I. Real numbers that are not rational. So it's all of the real numbers that are not rational numbers. Remember, real numbers are all numbers. Some are irrational and some are rational. So the irrational numbers are all of the real numbers that are not rational. Real numbers that cannot be written as a ratio of integers. So for example, the square root of the negative square root of 2 is an irrational number. The square root of 7 is an irrational number. The square root of 19 is irrational. Pi is an irrational number. Okay? However, the square root of 4 is 2. Therefore, the square root of 4 is a rational number. Okay? This is kind of a picture of how it all fits together. Real numbers cover everything. Within real numbers, you have rational numbers. Within rational numbers, you'll have integers. Within integers, you'll have whole numbers. Within whole numbers, you'll have or natural or counting numbers. Irrational numbers are real numbers, but they are not numbers that fit into this sequence. Okay? What I'll do is I will print an image of this for you. So you don't need to draw this down. I'll give you a paper copy of this. Yes? We're not there yet. Okay? Okay, so for example, let's take these numbers and try to classify them. Okay, I'm going to draw a stick, and I'm going to have you come up and drop them in a spot.